Okay. "38, 39 sloka, na?
39, Prabhuji.
39, okay. So,
allocated to me.
Yeah, 1 second. Huh? Yeah, you can start with the Mangalacharan, Prabhu, because we were continuing. So maybe we can start the Mangalacharan, then continue.
Om Namo Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chaiva Narostamam. Devin Saraswadin Vyasam. Tato Jaya Mudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Badreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam.
Bhagavate
Uttama Sloke. Bhaktir Bhagavate.
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki.
Bhavati Nashtaki.
Mukam Karoti.
Mukam Karoti Vachalam. Pangam Langete Grim.
Yat Kripatam.
Yat Krupa.
Tamaham Vande.
Namaham Vande.
Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Paramananda Madhavam.
Paramananda Madhavam.
Chaitanyameshwaram.
Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Sakshurum Yeno Dasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Namo Vishnu Padaya.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirmishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Yeah, Prabhuji, continue.
Canto 2, Chapter 7, Text 39. Sarge tapa aham yashaya nava ye prajesha stane ata dharma makamanu amara avanisha ante tu adharma hara manyuvasha asura adya Maya Vibhutaya Ima Purushakti Bhajaha. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ke Jai. At the beginning of the creation, there are penance, myself, Brahma, and the Prajapatis, the great sages who generate. Then, during the maintenance of creation, there are Lord Vishnu, the demigods with controlling powers, and the kings of different planets. But at the end, there is irreligion, and then the Lord Shiva and the atheists full of anger, etc. All of them are different representative manifestations of energy of supreme power, the Lord. Purport: the material world is created by the energy of the Lord, which is manifested in the beginning of the creation by the penance of Brahmaji, the first living being in the creation. And then there are 9 Prajapatis known as great sages. In the stage when the creation is maintained, there are devotional service to Lord Vishnu or factual religion, the different demigods and the kings of different planets who maintain the world. At last, when the creation is preparing to wind up, there is first the principle of irreligion, then Lord Shiva, along with the atheists full of anger. But all of them are but different manifestations of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, Shiva, are different incarnations of the different modes of material nature. Vishnu is the Lord of the mode of goodness. Brahma is the Lord of mode of passion, and Shiva the Lord of mode of ignorance. Ultimately, the material creation is but a temporary manifestation meant to give the chance of liberation to the conditioned souls who are entrapped in the material world, and one who develops the mode of goodness under the protection of Lord Vishnu has the greatest chance of being liberated by following the Vaishnava principles and thus being promoted to the kingdom of God, no more to return to this miserable material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Radha ki jai. So Brahmaji is talking, he was mentioning different creation. Now further says, at the beginning of the creation, there penances, myself, Brahma and Prajapatis, the great sages who were generated. Then during the maintenance creation, so he is giving the sequence. So as we are heard many times, when Garbhodakai Vishnu lying down on the Kashmir ocean, from his navel Brahmaji comes. And when he comes, he could not see anything, everything dark. So he did not know what to do. So he is meditated on the Lord. He was asked to do tapa. So many celestial years he did tapa. Then he got the knowledge how to create. Tene the Brahma Ridhayadi Kave. So Lord Krishna gave that knowledge to Brahma's heart, how to create and what to do. So this is the point for us also. Many times we might not get the knowledge from outside. We get from inside only. Lord himself gives a realization. Lord himself gives a knowledge. For example, the small uh, kid or small bird, how do they know how to eat? Who taught them? Or fish, who taught them to swim? Or because it's there inside, the according to their body, the nature is or Krishna or Paramatma is teaching that. Similarly, so devotees also, many times the realization comes by naturally, but when we you know incline more devotional activities, that realization comes naturally for us. So many things we might not have been expected happens automatically. So here Brahmaji also got that knowledge. Then says that during the maintenance, creation, and Lord Vishnu, so there are three Gunavataras, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha. Different avatars are there. Leela Avatara, Satyavesha Avatara, Manvantara Avatara, Purusha Avatara, Guna Avatara, like that. So Gunavatara is, so Brahmaji is the mode of passion. Lord Shiva is the mode of ignorance, and Lord Vishnu is the mode of goodness. So it doesn't mean that Lord Shiva is in the mode of ignorance. Lord Shiva helps to the people who are in the ignorance, like Bhuta Pishachas. That's why we can see many times the Lord Shiva's temple is near the crematorium. So this is the compassion of the Lord Shiva. He goes there because nobody wants to go there. That's why he goes. And also he has mentioned at the end of the creation, when adharma is the high level, that's the time the Lord Shiva expresses anger, tandav nitya, and annihilates everything. So Brahma, after the prayer, after meditation, he start creating, and Lord Vishnu does the maintenance. Now, in our life also, we know many time creation is difficult. To make something is little difficult, and destroying is very easy, but maintaining is very very difficult. For example, somebody want to construct a house. Constructing maybe difficult. Destroying is not that difficult, but maintaining is very very difficult, because when the house is there, the relationship is there, family is there, there is a lot of things has to be taken care. Otherwise, house will be hell. House will not be house. So that's why that important role Lord Vishnu himself takes. Lord himself takes that mode of goodness and he maintains that. So in our relationship also, coming to ISKCON is easy or maybe difficult. I mean, we need a lot of persuasion, lot of push. And 10 people has to call, and a lot of push is there. And going out is so easy. One day if somebody says something else, something happened, okay, tomorrow I'm not coming. Easy. I can go out. But maintain the relationship is so difficult. It's not easy. Because in spiritual life also, there will be problem. That somebody miss because we are talking the just now we spoke Vaishnava etiquette, the harsh words. Somebody maybe might not intentionally would have said something or did something, and maybe other person would have taken offending and maybe decided not to come. I mean, other day somebody was saying, just because one flower is not offered the way the other person wanted, that person stopped not coming to temple. That's a possible because human ego is so much. So going out is so easy. Maintaining the relationship is so difficult. It's very, very difficult, especially the Vaishnavas, because outside world is easy. We'll smile and but Vaishnava, no. We have to maintain the relationship. We have to stay together. So that's why we should be very, very careful. So that's why the Lord Vishnu himself takes the maintenance the role, and we have to, as a Vaishnavas, because we are followers of Lord Vishnu, we should take that role of maintaining the relationship with other devotees. We always should think any action. Suppose, for example, the two devotees having different opinion, I should not play the role of making them away. I should take a role. How can I bring them back? How can I put them together? That should be my role, because generally there is people, if telling one person this, telling other person this, so that they fight each other and they separate. That never we should do. We should bring always people together. That is the Vaishnava's role. So here Prabhupada also saying that material world created by the energy of the Lord, which is manifested at the beginning of the creation, and penance Brahmaji is, we discussed that. So when the religion is there, Lord Shiva comes. So here also adharma is spoken. So we see that today in the world also adharma is increasing. And we all know that it's going to increase only. The Kali Yuga as progresses, adharma increases because age of Kali, this age of quarrel. I mean, that's the nature of the age. But we should understand that this is how the situation will be. And I should take best bargain out of the bad situation. I should try to come out of it as early as possible. How can I do that? So that's why devotional activity is given. That's why scripture is given. That's why Bhagavatam given. That's why holy name is given. So otherwise in the society, adharma is considered dharma. Today, if I go to government office, if I don't bribe, I mean, I consider as he's a useless fellow. He doesn't know, though, because today we see in the driving also, the people drive in the opposite direction. And if I kind of counter them, they will counter back. I mean, as if we are offender. That's what happens in society. So adharma is considered dharma, and dharma considered adharma. But we as practicing devotees, we should understand that and try to see the situation and try to practice. That's why Prabhupada finally says that he says, yeah, under the protection of the Lord Vishnu, and has the greatest chance of being liberated following the Vaishnava principles. So Vaishnava principles, we were trying to read Vaishnava etiquette. So last few weeks, those devotees not attended, please attend. So Vaishnava principles, Vaishnava etiquette is important so that we understand how Vaishnava behaves, and then thus being promoted to the kingdom of God, and no more return to the material world again, miserable material world. So that's the goal of life. Yeah. Next. 40. To whom assigned this one? Or the person not there, anybody can read.
I will read, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. text Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.40. Vishnorno Virya Gananam Katamo Aratiha Ya Parthivani Api Kavir Vimame Rajamsi Chashkambaya Swaraha Saksha Sakshakalata Triprastham Yasmatri Samya Sadanat Uru Kampayanam. Hare Krishna. Sorry for my faults. Translation. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Who can describe completely the prowess of Vishnu? Even the scientist who might have counted the particles of the atoms of the universe cannot do so, because it is he only who in his form of Trivikrama moved his leg effortlessly beyond the topmost planet Satyaloka up to the neutral state of the three modes of material nature, and all were moved. Perfect. The highest scientific advancement of the material scientist is atomic energy, but the material scientist is not able to have an estimation of the particles of atoms contained in the whole universe. But even if one is able to count such atomic particles, or is able to roll up the sky like one's bedding, even then one is unable to estimate the extent of the prowess and energy of the Supreme Lord. He is known as Trivikrama because once in his incarnation of Vamana, he expanded his leg beyond the highest planetary systems, Satyaloka, and reached the neutral state of the modes of nature called the covering of the material world. There are 7 layers of material coverings over the material sky, and the Lord could penetrate even those coverings. With his toe, he made a hole through which the water of the causal ocean filters into the material sky, and the current is known as the sacred Ganges, which purifies the planets of the 3 worlds. In other words, no one is equal to the transcendently powerful Vishnu. He is omnipotent and no one is equal to or greater than him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Brahmaji further talks about Trivikrama here. Who can describe completely prowess of Vishnu? So it's Trivikrama, and not only Trivikrama, it's powers of Vishnu, or the glories of Vishnu, or the potency of Lord Vishnu is beyond imagination, beyond our explanations. Because Krishna is the origin, Vishnu is expansion of that. So Krishna. So we can make out how powerful could be Krishna. So even if the scientist who might have counted particles of atoms cannot understand Vishnu or Krishna. So that is the potency of it. But people take it so lightly today, especially the bhakti process considered so lightly. This is where challenge is, that the people have no taste. I mean, I was talking to another family the other day. So they are so busy. This, I have that work, this work. We are talking about weekly 1 hour. We are not talking anything else. Not like us daily half an hour, 40 minutes. No. I was talking just weekly 1 hour. That's it. No, we have no time. And what they do? Maybe watching movie or reading newspaper, so many other things. I mean, I'm not saying that don't do that, but give just 1 hour in a week. That will change your life for a good. But no, I mean, various reasons, because the attraction of the material world is so much. I mean, I cannot blame them. I'm also like that only. So it's a lesson for all of us. We should come up. We should think, how can I give more time? How can I be more dedicated? This is what I should think. Otherwise, I'll be engrossed in this material world. I mean, I will be tied up. This material world is so. Krishna himself says, Devi Shagunamai Mama Maya Durata. He says, my Maya is so strong. She will bound you so easily. You will not even realize it. So we have to try to come out of it. And he also says that Krishna says, if you surrender to me, Maya will help you. So we have to, I cannot solve any of the problems my own. This is what exactly the today problem is, that I'm thinking that, yes, I will solve, I'll work hard, I'll solve my problems, I will do this, I will do this. No, I can do little here and there, but I cannot. But if I take full shelter of Krishna, doesn't mean that I should not work. But taking shelter of Krishna, if I work with his help, I can do that. Because he is there in Paramatma in everybody's heart. And also he can give me intelligence which I can solve my problem faster. So taking his help, that's why Damodar Leela also we always say, two finger. My effort and Krishna's mercy. Both should go hand in hand. That's why our chanting, a prayer should go hand in hand. So time is there. If the time is not there, means, it's a telling lie only. Everybody who works 24 hours, nobody works. So 8 hours, 9 hours work, enough. Whatever comes that. Then maybe 6 hours, 6.5 hours sleep. Another 1.5 or 2 hours for maybe cleaning, bathing. And still say, okay, another 1 hour, 2 hours for cooking. Still 2.5, 3 hours is there. Sufficient time is there for chanting and reading. So that's where you have to focus. And slowly that will increase. The more time I give Krishna, Krishna makes time is elastic. The naturally, people may sometimes see Srila Prabhupada's time. How could he do that? He could, even imagine for us to read Bhagavatam for a few, chapters takes years. And whereas he has written word by word meaning, translation, purport. I mean, it's not easy. And not one, 18,000 slokas. And then he wrote in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He wrote in Krishna book, Bhagavad Gita, Nectar Devotion, Nectar, like that, more than 80, 85 books within 12 years' time. How is that possible? And he slept just 2 hours. Balance time, he was reading and dictating. It's possible. So even if I think that, yes, possible, it's not impossible. But I should have the dedication. Of course, I cannot imitate Prabhupada. I can imitate great personalities. But I can take an effort, do that. I can think, yes, why not? I can do it. Instead of thinking that I cannot do it. That's why Prabhupada is saying here that the one cannot estimate the extent of the powers of energy of the Supreme Lord. When Supreme Lord's mercy is there, we cannot estimate the energy, estimate the powers. Our mind has got so much capacity. We are not even using maybe very small percentage of the brain. It has got so much capacity. We have to extend, we have to kind of, is a task of brain. We have to think, yes, what can I do? How can I help? How can I serve Krishna? What all things I can do? I mean, today we're discussing one devotee. There are today majority people on social media. So we have to preach means you have to go there. You have to go there means not that we have to be there, but you have to send some messages there. Instagram, Facebook, social media, YouTube. We have to do that. Google, we have to do that. Then only we can reach out. So how to increase the Google? Today, the person who came, he said, yeah, he saw our Google. He said, no review. None of the devotees are given any review. And even if the review, there is no comments. So how people will, people did not like your messages. People did like your YouTube, this one, Instagrams. So how will you, develop? Because this system works that the more likes, more subscribers, it reaches out more. So if you want to preach, sometime I may not view the video. Simply like it. Simply, say put some comment because we want to reach the message. That's it. So my humble request, all of you, that whenever any message comes, Instagram, YouTube, like it, put some message, so message should be kind of a proactive message. For example, because based on that, Google takes, for example, if talking about Ekadashi, yes, put Ekadashi word in that, fasting word. so that, or chanting word, so that it takes, the whoever searches for the Ekadashi chanting, fasting, that video comes out faster. Or YouTube, like that. I mean, somehow let's reach as many people as possible, because we want to spread the message of Krishna as wide as possible. Prabhupada, he says, with this toe, the Vikrama could break the lower the planet and upper planet, and finally touched the casual ocean and brought Ganga down. Of course, we know later, Lord Shiva stopped it, and then Bhagirath, all those we know the story. But point is that the powers of Lord Vishnu is so much. But we are being Vaishnavas, we have a little power. Use that for Krishna's service. So Prabhupada finally says that in other words, no one equal to the transcendental powers of Vishnu, and he is omnipotent, and no one is equal to and greater than him. So Brahmaji also says that Ishvaraha Parama Krishnaha Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. So that Govinda, Krishna, is Sarva Karana Karana. We worship that Krishna, and whatever we do his pleasure. We should task our brain wherever possible, each one little task that can make change. Nowadays technology is there, so easy, wherever is there, one message, one call, we can make a change in somebody's life. So daily, at least call one person, one devotee. What happened, Prabhu? What happened, Mataji? Why you're not able to come? Are you busy? Maybe, or something wrong with maybe you can pray for. We don't know. So let's do that. Let's care for others. This is what Lord Vishnu wanted. This is what Prabhupada wanted. Each one of us should, one step, we can make change in the world. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Devotees can share the comments. Who want to start? Mariappan Prabhu want to start?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. And Prabhu.
Text 39. Supreme Lord gives knowledge according to their body of the soul, and Brahmaji received his knowledge. Brahmaji is in the mode of passion, Vishnu is in the mode of goodness, Shiva in the mode of ignorance. Entering in spiritual life is a boon in individual life. However, it's a challenge to maintain and pursue devotion in coordination with the devotees is perfect Vaishnava etiquette. Kali Yuga is full of doshas, so dharma is considered as adharma, adharma is considered as dharma. Under the protection of Vishnu, one who practices perfect Vaishnava etiquette is promoted to spiritual world, and however never return to this material world of miseries. And text 40, Krishna is the principle and Vishnu is his expansion. People are entrapped in material world, engrossed because Maya is very powerful. Only after surrendering to Supreme Lord, one can get the mercy of Maya. One must intelligently utilize the precious time in a balanced way to carry out the material responsibilities as well as spiritual responsibilities. Acharya Srila Prabhupada perfect model in utilizing the time. However, we should not imitate all my abilities and protection and potentiality must be utilized, applied to spread Krishna consciousness. For pleasure of Supreme Lord Krishna, we must perform all our day-to-day activities in a wise and devotional services according to the guidances provided by our spiritual masters. That much I have learned, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
From Garbhodaka Sai, Vishnu, Brahma comes and he learned the knowledge of creation from the God himself. And Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, three different incarnations of different material nature. These three are the different incarnations, and namely that three modes are goodness, passion, and ignorance. For us, this material creation, for us, it gives us the chance to liberate from this universe. For the conditioned souls, the only chance is living in this material world only. So one who surrenders to God can liberate. And in the second paragraph, no one can describe the power of Vishnu. So the Lord Trivikrama, he moves his leg effortlessly up to the Satyaloka and he tore the Karpara with his snake, and from that Ganga appeared. So these are the power of Vishnu. So this much I have learned, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Kanchana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Lord Krishna gave knowledge to Brahma, giving powers to create this world. Brahma, mind-born sons as Prajapatis, they are all able to create only because of the power of Supreme Lord Krishna. Brahma is the mode of passion, Shiva is the mode of ignorance, Vishnu is the mode of goodness. All of them are different manifestation of supreme energy of Lord Krishna. Creation is difficult. Maintenance is very, very difficult. Destroying is very easy in our life also. We have to deal with everybody to restore peace. Maintaining the relationship is important. Two different opinion arises. The flower offered by a devotee is not accepted by the other devotee of Lord in the temple for their own personal reasons. Vaishnavas are the followers of Vishnu, so we have to play the role of bringing and uniting the devotees back to devotional service. So wherever irreligion is, Shiva is there. Doing devotional activities, chanting, make us conduct properly. Vaishnava principle is to conduct properly, to chant, to engage in devotional services, to promote ourselves to the kingdom of God. Scientists of atomic energy cannot describe the prowess of Vishnu and Supreme Energy. Lord is omnipotent. None is equal to Supreme Lord. Glories of Vishnu is beyond imagination or explanation. Krishna is the origin. Vishnu is the expansion. People have no time. They watch movies, read newspapers. 1 hour engaging in reading scriptures helps them for better understanding in life. Maya is so strong, but when you surrender to Krishna totally and engage in chanting devotional services, Maya will not trouble you anymore. So when you take shelter of Krishna in life, whether you are in work or whether you are home or anywhere, you are under his protection. Dedication is essential. Then the Lord is known as Trivikrama because in Vamana Avatar he expanded his legs beyond the highest planetary system. That is what I understand, Prabhuji. Thank you. Humble pranams.
Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Where is
Pranam.
Diya Mataji? They are not seen nowadays.
Yeah, she's taking excuses, Prabhuji. Like today, I games period. I got tired. I'm feeling sleepy. All these excuses she's giving.
Sure, continue.
So I think everyone has covered the points. So if we um, come to Krishna consciousness and do service, then Maya also will help us to grow in this spiritual field. And also we need to preach others and bring others also into Krishna consciousness. And for this, like if we just tell them read Bhagavad Gita or come to the class, that alone is not enough. Usually what I do is, to my close friends, I tell my story, the entire story, stating how I was when before reading Bhagavad Gita and how I became after reading Bhagavad Gita, what impact it has brought to me. So that is more effective if you tell your own, what you have experienced. At least if you tell 10 people, few will get influenced, and they, genuinely it is good. Actually, it's genuinely, it is good to come to Krishna consciousness. And if my story can inspire others, then it is all the more good. So that's the reason, like if any situation, it's not that situations have come in the favor of you, whatever might be the situations, how we used to react before reading Bhagavad Gita and how we are handling the situations after reading Bhagavad Gita, that is tremendous difference it is there. So that I experienced, and I tell my friends also. So it is good, if people are coming, realizes this and come to Krishna consciousness. It is good, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Shruti
Pranam.
Mataji, anything you want to add?
No, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Vidya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranams. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Swati Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anything Swati Mataji want to add? No.
No, Prabhuji, everything is covered. Prabhuji. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you so much. So this Thursday is Ekadashi. Let's plan to chant more early morning and evening. And of course, whatever devotion service doing can do extra on that day. And also anybody is planning for Mayapur trip, please let us know so that we can book the tickets immediately. So I'll end here. Vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripa sindhibhyo patitana pavane vaishnavibhyo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की श्री प्रभुपाद की जय I'll end the call now.
Prabhuji class ki jai.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.